Okay, so you guys are looking to make a 360 turntable. This is quite simple. Let's just make a box here in the center. Alright, so we'll keep this one zoomed out. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to hit Control C on the keyboard. This will create a physical camera. Now what I usually do is before anything else, um, don't matter what side, I don't know what side length you want to use your turntable as, but for me I go with 32 here. Alright, then you're gonna come up here, go back to perspective, and you're going to basically just come up here and just drag a copy of the camera and face it towards the center, just like that. Alright, so on this view, you're going to see this camera right here is the camera you're going to use for the turntable. So, so up here, we'll come up here to shit the splines, and we're going to come up here, create circle, and from the center of that box, you're going to drag right to here, all the way, and you're going to take that circle and drag it all the way up until it meets eye to eye with that camera. And you want to make sure it is centered. Okay? Now, the next thing to do is to be certain that this is dead center on the object you're trying to do to a turntable, because nobody likes a wobbly turntable here. So now, as what I'm thinking you're having a problem with, you come up here to render setup, and one thing you're not doing, I don't think, is you're not checking this box. If you're going to do a turntable, right, what's going to happen is when you, okay, for example, so we'll take that camera and we're going to come up here to animation, constraints, and path constraint. You're going to pick the circle that you just created. Now, whoops, we do that again. So now when you look at the camera from that view, you should be rotating all the way around perfectly. Now, if you're angled kind of funny, you don't like it like that. If you look up here on here, that you are not exactly straight, for, but you can fix that easily. Um, just rotate it till it's about straight right there. And now, another thing you could do, all you have to do is just move the circle up or down to position to where you want the angle be. Also, there is the right here. The this is the target. You can also do this too. You can change that around. But anyways, that's what's happening. So when you push play, it should turn um in a way that it's not being wobbly. Now, if it is wobbly, what is happening is that this is offset. Like for example, say it's right there. So when you play, it's going to be wobbly. You see that? And you don't want that. You want to keep your object in center as possible. All right. So now, from what I'm guessing is that under the setup right here, you when you push the button that say the right here, this is what you're getting. You're only rendering one single frame. I'm going to guess that what is happening. First of all, you have to have a a fairly good size render here. So about 1920 by 1880, and make sure you save your file. All right, as I got a special folder here for my turntables. Now, this is also something you keep in mind. You see how it says image 000, these four zeros? This is the one you want to use. Now, before any old changes, the 00, this right here no longer works. You got to use the four zeros instead of that many zeros. Okay? I'm gonna guess that got put down here based on the name. Was that, wait, went to the bottom or where'd it go? Okay, I'll just go back in it. It should be in the visit right down here now. And name it as JPEG for that. Okay, now what is happening? You're pushing the button right here, and if you look here with the rendering process, it shows 1 of 1. That's what's happening here. So make sure you check this box. The active time segments is 0 of 32. You click that and push render again. Now it's going to ask you to overwrite because yeah, cause you did the first one, the only one. Now the next one is set. If you look here, the rendering process, it shows 1 of 33. If you see this, this means that it's doing it right. Okay? So now let's pull up something else here. So once your rendering is done, to preview your turntable, open up the RAM player and you're gonna come up here to any your recent turntable and you're going to load the images like so. See, I'm keeping my model right in the center because this is a larger model, so I have it, a camera up in here where I am focused on the center of the target of the camera. So when I push play, it's going to turn um, right perfectly without no wobbles. All right, so you don't want to do that. So that's what you got to do. You got to make sure you click that box. If you don't do that, you're not gonna it ain't gonna render your frames. So make sure you check this box as what to do your turntable. Anyways, hopefully that did help you out. If you did like this video, you can push the like button. All right. Thank you guys for watching.